Anyway, so we are talking about fashion, and sustainable fashion comes to mind these days, especially more and more designers are shifting towards that trend. And today, we're going to discuss it with one of them. This is Pamela Mejia, who is a Filipino social entrepreneur and also the founder of Phinix. The brand's lineup includes footwear, bags, accessories, and even building materials that can be used to make furniture, installation, walls, and homeware as well. So without any further ado, let's say hello to Pamela. Hi, Pamela. How are you?
Hi, Pamela. Good morning.
Hi, everyone. Good morning from Moscow, Russia.
Thank you so much for joining us here this morning. First off, tell us more about Phinix.
Sure. Phinix, we are actually a fashion social enterprise. What we do is we collect textile waste, such as old clothes and fabric scraps, and we transform them into higher valued products, such as shoes and bags. But lately, we are pivoting our business model, and we're trying to create even more innovative products, such as furniture, homeware, and even sustainable packaging. And our products are actually made by local artisans in the Philippines, and all our textile weavers are persons with disability.
Wow, all
Nice.
of them. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean that's really interesting. So to you, can you tell us about the production process is like? Like, how much waste can Phinix take, and where do you get the waste from? And how much waste does go into one higher valued product and the process?
Sure. So I guess I'll just walk you through it. So first of all, people actually donate their clothes to us. Like, surprisingly, a lot of people, when they heard about Phinix, people really didn't know where to donate their old clothes. And so when people heard about us, a lot of people voluntarily donated their old clothes. And not only that, but like garment factories, they used to really burn their textile waste, or sell it to like a third party to make it into rags. And so when they heard about Phinix, they also donated it to us. Now, in terms of your question, it actually depends on how much we can upcycle and recycle in a month. It really depends on our collection. But just to give you an example, like what's being shown in the screen right now, this was our last collection. It's called Hinotori. So it's called Hinotori because everything that we use in this collection are all Japanese kimonos. So just to give you an idea, let's say one Japanese kimono can actually create 24 pieces of sandals, if you can see in the photo, or 12 pieces of bags. So just to give you, a picture of how much. There.
Wow, so one can turn into 12. There you go. I like those odds.
I like those odds. Really?
Yeah.
So what are we looking at average price-wise? Because we do know that the process of creating sustainable products could be a little bit more expensive or costly as opposed to just the conventional methods.
Yes, that's true. But so our price range in terms of dollars is $30 to $60.
Oh.
That's
Not at all.
Okay.
Yes. How does that affect your production process? Does it cut into the profit margins in a way? Well, we may have lost Pamela there momentarily.
I was looking into their Instagram, and I have to tell you, their latest collection is pretty great. And if the numbers right, one kimono can turn into 12, 24. It makes it a really profitable business.
Very much so. And I think that we have to stop looking at old business models.
Yes.
If we're not looking at the old, we're living in a new world. We cannot continue to follow the same business models all the time. Let's say, for example, I have a 30% profit margin. Well, if it costs a little bit more to create a more sustainable product, you're creating less waste, less of a carbon footprint, but you're maybe only getting 20 to 25%. Maybe that's something to really consider, because there's something that you cannot put a numerical or financial value on, which is saving the environment.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you also have to think about the story that she has. I'm excited to ask her more as soon as she gets back on camera about, the initiatives of, hiring people with disabilities and,
Correct.
creating job opportunities for a lot of different aspects. That's also a really, really important part of the sustainable fashion. It's not just actually the material and how innovative you can become, right?
Right.
But actually how you utilize the entire process. And I heard she's back with us.
Hi, Pamela. You back?
Hi, Pamela.
Hi.
Gosh, I'm so sorry.
Well, welcome to the new normal. This is how we speak now virtually. These things happen. Anyway, let's continue our conversation.
We were just really, really curious and noted one of the things you mentioned at first, that is you create job opportunities and recruit those with disabilities. Why did you think that this was really, really important as a part of the whole sustainability process?
To be honest, when I started Phoenix, the goal was really just the environmental impact because the problem that I really wanted to address was really just textile waste. And then I realized that where I'm from, which is Manila, Philippines, we actually have a city called Marikina City, which is the shoe capital of the Philippines. It's the shoe capital of the Philippines because it was home to over 2,000 shoe community makers. But because times have changed, the competition internationally, like the powerhouse like China, so like from 2,000 factories, now it has become 200. It has turned into 200 shoe communities, and now even with the pandemic, it has turned into 100 communities. And so I felt like our products should be locally made, like local pride. So we really wanted to partner with the shoe artisans and the bag artisans to also help them with their business because it's obvious that they are already struggling. And as per our textile weavers, they are persons with disability, right? So they used to just weave fabric just as mental therapy. And then when we decided, when we partner with them, this has become their income as well.
From therapy to actual income, creating the opportunities, that is great. That is a great initiative.
Are there any challenges when it comes to working with those with disabilities? Because disabilities can come with all sorts, all forms, and all different types of severities as well. Do you have special programs in place when it regards to training as well as insurance coverages and things of that sort?
Yeah, so actually we're very, very lucky because when we discovered this textile weaving community, they already have like their own cooperative, so we don't really have to train them. But what was lacking on their part is the enterprise part. So it's not money making for them, it was just really a form of mental therapy. So when we decided to intervene, that's when the enterprise training came in, and then that's when they also realized that this hobby of theirs can actually be a form of income as well.
That's great. Again, kill two birds with one stone, right?
Yeah, and I really wanted to ask, because here in Indonesia, sustainable fashion is becoming a quick trend and a lot more people are becoming a lot more conscious with what they're wearing. Is it also a common concept now in the Philippines, or are you still breaking the barriers and introducing people to the possibility of sustainable fashion?
Actually, I'd like to say that I'm really proud of like the scene in the Philippines now because people are really supporting and practicing sustainable fashion. But in some sense, maybe it's a smaller circle, I guess, but it is starting to get popular. But I think we also have to address the fact that some people think that when it comes to sustainable fashion, it's actually expensive. And it is, I have to admit, coming from the fashion industry, it is. But what we need to do right now is really educate more people on why sustainable fashion is more expensive, because it is locally made, it's handmade, and it lasts a really long time, quality-wise, which is why we're paying a higher price for it. But yeah, more and more people are embracing it now.
Pamela, you mentioned something that is right on point, hit the nail on the head, which is educating those out there that aren't as aware as we are. In your opinion, how do you turn an eco-friendly fashion to become a whole lifestyle instead of just a trend, just something that you wear, just part of your closet? You did mention education. Yeah, that is one way, but how? How do we educate the public?
Yeah, well, actually, right now, with different sustainable fashion groups are like doing workshops, all these webinars, even like using through simple social media posts.
Yeah.
But when we talk about sustainable fashion, people think that it's like another level of information, but really it's something you can practice at home simply by wearing your, for example, like your decision to wear your clothes about 30, at least 30 to 60 times before donating it, or even by the way you wash your clothes, that when you're using the washing machine, it should be fully loaded to lessen the friction so that there's less microfibers in the water. So things like this, like things you can actually practice at home. Like you don't really need to level up in your information with sustainable fashion to practice it.
That's a good point, actually. Save water as well.
Yeah,
right?
save water. And 30 to 60 wears before you actually decide.
Oh, I've got stuff in my closet that's already in the 3 digits.
Oh yeah,
I'm
me
good
too.
there.
I've got stuff in my closet that's been for years. That's really that I still wear, actually, that I still enjoy wearing.
Right.
But this is out of curiosity. I am one big fan of great shoes and good sandals and not too high heels. And I just saw your Instagram, and I really like your products. Do you guys export to other countries as well? Do you shipping worldwide, or are you just exclusive in the Philippines at this moment in time?
We're actually working right now on making our like international shipment. We do have like our only pop-up store is actually in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, because like the Malaysian government actually invested in us, and so like all our pop-up stores are in Kuala Lumpur. And right now, the reason I'm in Russia is because we're also planning to export our products in Russia as well. So hopefully, I'm really targeting Jakarta for so long, because I actually met Chelsea Islan, one of the Indonesian celebrities, and she bought a lot of products from us. So I felt like we have a market in Indonesia.
You for sure do.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you're looking at it.
Since we're so close. So listen, you mentioned, Pamela, earlier on about how the numbers of actually shoe sales and have actually dwindled due to competition in the region, as well as the pandemic, which is the more obvious one. Now, how has the pandemic affected you and Phinix, and how have you adapted around it?
Okay. I really love this question because I felt like a lot of people, especially not just maybe in the fashion business, but like for us, I really saw that there was a lot of enterprises that really changed their business model, and this really happened with us. I just felt like when the pandemic happened, a lot of people really didn't prioritize fashion product, and so I was thinking like, what other way can we actually further our impacted upcycling textile waste? And so this is how we innovated what we call Phinix bricks. So Phinix bricks are shredded textile waste combined with a sustainable binding agent that we turn into actual bricks that you can build into furniture and homeware.
Wow.
And we also, right now, we are in the prototype stage of innovating another product called Phinix storks. Storks, like the bird.
Oh yeah,
storks that
bring the
delivers
babies.
The starts to bring the babies, that's right.
because we are innovating a product that could be a sustainable alternative for bubble wrap packaging using textile waste.
Wow, great name for
What
it.
a way.
Yeah, that's right. I've been just telling Kai earlier on when we got cut off that, we need to leave behind old business models in this new normal, in this new world, and really just face what we're facing now and continue to adapt as you're doing.
Yeah, and you're innovating at the time. You took this time to really recenter and look at the things that you can further innovate and further, develop new products. That's so great.
Hats off to you guys.
Pamela, thank you so much for your time. And I know it is still very late in Moscow, and I hope you're still staying safe, and good luck. And I hope that you get to export to Jakarta as well, because I'm definitely a market. You're looking at it right here. I cannot wait to hear more from you.
If you guys are interested, make sure you check out their Instagram, Made by Phinix. That's Phinix. Pamela, thank you for your time. Take care over there. Safe trip back.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.